Hi everyone, I thought it was time for another of these lockdown sessions, just something I've been thinking about over the last couple of days. If you want to contribute anything, then get in touch. It can be a short video or something, it doesn't have to be perfectly produced or especially profound. And if you want to chat to me about anything, just get in touch and we'll talk about it. If you've ever been involved with buying a new car, then you'll be familiar with what I call new car syndrome. You know, there's this make and model of car that you'd never paid any attention to, never really heard of or thought about before, and all of a sudden it's everywhere. It's in front of you at the lights, it's beside you at the turn. You see it parked in the street where you'd never seen it before. You notice it because you're aware of it. And that can happen with anything. I remember when Bev and I were first thinking about fostering and adoption, we suddenly started seeing things about fostering and adoption everywhere. Books, talks, people come and speak to us about it, and it would come up as a theme in movies we'd be watching. It was everywhere. It could be anything. It could be when you get a diagnosis of a disease, suddenly, previously you'd never paid any attention to it, but all of a sudden it's everywhere. I wonder what you're noticing during this enforced time of lockdown. What keeps coming back to you? Is it an issue in yourself, a habit in yourself that you're being confronted with because your routine is different? Is it something in the world around us that you can't help but think about and revisit that has grabbed you in a way it has never grabbed you before? Is there an invitation from God to do something, to pray for something, to help someone that has just been nagging at you and you can't let go of? Any of those could be the new car syndrome for us as we sit in this time of lockdown. What is God saying? Throughout the Old Testament, when we read the prophets, God often says to the prophets, "What do you see?" So they'll be looking at something perfectly ordinary. It might be, I don't know, a bowl of fruit, very run-of-the-mill sort of thing. And they'll see, the prophets will see the bowl of fruit, and then God will say to the prophet, "What do you see?" And the prophet will look again, and gradually God's word to the prophet and to the people the prophet is prophesying to will become apparent, because they're looking and looking again and noticing something fresh that they had never noticed before. What is God showing you? A quick health warning. Beware of the social media algorithm. The algorithm is the engine under the hood, if you like, that drives things like Facebook and so on. So if you click on something, if you like something, if you show an interest in something, then Facebook keeps promoting those articles and posts about that thing in your feed. So it would be easy in the age of social media to think God is showing you something, when in fact it's just the Facebook algorithm showing you something. Though of course God can use the Facebook algorithm also. But that notwithstanding, what do you see? What are you noticing afresh? For me at the moment it's silence. Although silence is something I talk about and I practice and have done already, God seems to be indicating to me more and more to make that more deliberate in my life, to focus on it, and to make it central to my walk with Him. I would encourage all of us to do that. But is there something in particular for you that through this enforced change of routine and rhythm you are noticing? Look again at what the feelings you are experiencing, the things you are doing, all the stories that you see around you and the moods of you and the people around you and the issues that come up. What do you see? Look. Look again. Notice. So, St. Peter's, may we be those who notice, who look and look again. and allow God to show us what he wants us to see and to form in us those things he wants to form in us, that we may act and be as he calls us to.